Hello everyone, my name is Draconicrose and welcome back to another episode of Rimworld. Today we have updated to version 1.2 of the game, which hasn't happened last episode because the mods that I'm using weren't updated yet. Some of them are still not updated, but they have been working well, so I'm not going to worry too much about getting to that state. However, with the update 1.2 we do have a few things to worry about. Mostly about Michael. So Michael now has these things called permits because the way that royalty rewards are given has changed. So now they get honor instead of favor, and they can have permits instead of psychas, I think. So well, they can still have psychas, they just, the more favor they have, or the more honor they have, the more permits they can have. Something like that. I think we will find that out on our own. It's been a while since I've read the patch notes. They are quite extensive. Anyway, Michael has these permits now available to him, and these are second tier, so that they require having this one before you can have this one. Yeah, there we go. So the first option that we have is called Trooper Squad, where we can call a group of 4 light troopers to aid us in battle. A laborer team, so 4 laborers for 4 days who can do general work tasks, so probably hauling and stuff like that. An Orbital Strike, a single impact Orbital Strike at the target position. Now this one could be very useful to us. So the Trooper Squad, and let's see, it costs 4 honor. It has a cooldown of 40 days, while this one costs 6. And they don't have enough honor. I suppose that the honor now is like a currency as well. So it can also have other permits, but we don't have the title for that quite yet. So I think we're going to go with the Trooper Squad, because light troopers, they will come well armed. If we have another raid, we'll probably need it, since last raid we already had some worries. So we will accept that as our permit, and apparently we have another permit point, so let's take the Orbital Strike as well, and that way if we manage to have enough honor to do it, we can go ahead and call that. To use those, I think we grab Michael and we just click here. Okay, and supposedly he will do that. We have a major break risk because, you know, animals died. People are having a little bit of a bad time currently. Who is starving? Sage is, but Felix is coming right in with some nutrient-based meal. Undignified throne room because Michael he didn't increase in rank, I don't think, knight, so he needs a meditation throne, 30 tiles. The harp. Yes, of course, the harp, that cursed harp that we did not have the stuff to make. Well, it is probably going to be made now, if we can get some power going, because our base is in a bit of a state, isn't it? So let's unpause. Let's make sure everyone is restricted inside, which they are. We'll speed up the time a little bit, and let's get a construct. So Roxy, you're kind of not in a good position, so who else could construct? Apologies if you could hear that. We'll grab Marcus, whose health is not that bad. We are going to momentarily allow him everywhere because we want him to actually, nope, we want him to work on this and work on that one, but I guess he's going to, yeah. It's going to do that, and then we can have him work on that one. The only reason I want him to do that is so that the dragon can't find his way, or their way, his way, into the base. Because we have an open spot over there, and that is not ideal. Now, the ritual. We really need 2 jade or 2 uranium or 20 gold. So those are not bad requirements, I'll be honest. But they are a little difficult on this map. I don't think we have... We do have some jade here, that's great. We might send someone out during the night to grab it, just so that we can send the dragon away. Because if we can send that dragon away without a fight, that would be ideal. And sending the dragon away is something that only costs us 1 favor, and thus is easy to do, because we just basically need the jade. We need some raw meat as well, but that will become not a thing once we slaughter our pets. Well, this one kinda have a bond, so we're gonna do that. And of course Makar also had a bond, so we're going to bury those. So let's make sure Makar has a place. Might as well allow animal corpses. Wow, I still can't... Okay, fine, whatever. Let's make sure that Jagged gets hauled in, and add another limestone sarcophagus to this place so that we can bury Makar, a poor thing. Major break risk over here. Intense pain, bonded animal died. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. It is nighttime and I just realized that dragons ascent, I think it's ascent, has updated, and this dragon now has a different model than it used to have. And it's quite a nice one. I'm just gonna leave this here for a moment for a beautiful little thumbnail. It looks a little fishy and older, which I suppose works well because it is an ancient gold dragon. So we finished Psychoid brewing, that is great. But what we really want is to get ourselves some jade. So now that nighttime is coming, I have already set 1 square to be mined out. We just need to wait for the dragon to go asleep. There it is. And we will unrestrict people, have a little bit of a stop, and let's see. Felix, what are you doing? You're re-equipping things, that's fine. Feeding, falling. Yeah, okay. So they can come collect these things and go on about their business. Alright, Felix is gonna dig at the jade as soon as he possibly can. We're slowly recovering this area, remaking our guest beds and other stuff like the over-the-wall cooler. Apparently we did not get to finish this granite wall, but that is okay because the inner steel wall is there. It's not much of a protection, but it is something. Most people are unfortunately bedbound. We have visitors. I'm going to send them away because we are not in any particular state to invite them in. Make sure that these things get brought in inside, please. And I would love if someone would repair this, but we're probably out of components. So we'll leave that be. No one has touched the limestone sarcophagus, so Michael, I'm going to have to ask you to do that. And in the meantime, I also need a new research project. Now, I don't remember if I had anything that I wanted to do, or if I was just, you know, picking things. But we might as well go with Draconic Incubation, because this will allow us... Oh, it's the sun. This will allow us to incubate dragon eggs and stuff. And that'll be nice. Hopefully the thing that makes so that dragon eggs are born wild has been fixed. I'm not entirely sure. I really should check the update notes before I play. But Felix is having some issues with getting the jade done. Let's hope that he can finish it. Yes. And he's going back in with everyone else. And we can hopefully finally get this ritual going. Where is he? He is over here. Let's keep an eye on him. That dragon should be waking up not too late. Yeah, and it's getting hungry. So we definitely want everyone back inside. There we go, Felix is back in and we can keep him inside the base. A beautiful thing just happened. Our harp is being done, and Garrett decided that he should pick it up. No, please drop the harp. Thank you very much. I want it to be installed right here with the... let's put it there with the interaction spot over to this side so that whomever goes to... Need material. Reserved by Felix. Okay. Felix, can you, expedite this, please? And thank you. What is he doing? Can you not? Alright, he's taking the harp in. And there we go, we finally have a harp. Hooray! That means Michael's throne room is no longer undignified. And that means that he is going to be happy about it. Where is the thing about that? Doesn't look like he has an opinion of his throne room, but that's okay. As long as he doesn't have a negative one. I truly suppose. Now, it does seem like people will interact with it. Can be crafted. It's a type of recreation. Ah, so are people going to use it when they're recreating and play for others who might be able to listen? I hope that's how it works. That would be nice. But on the note of being nice... Oh, no, I thought I had made a mistake. And apparently they went ahead and snuck the ritual in without me realizing it. Let's release everyone. But I thought we needed 2 uranium as well, since you see there that jade and uranium are grouped together. But no, apparently we do only need the 2 jade and of course the meat and vegetables. So now that we have the favor for it, we can use the banish on our friend the dragon, who is over there, and there you go. Now we click that, and this ancient gold dragon was banished. Now if that works as I hope it did, the dragon will basically wake up and leave the map. Exactly, there we go. That was one threat dealt with in a very, very peaceful way. So I'm going to have them mine this jade so that we can... It's just me, or the things look weird over here. Might be a mod not doing its thing. Anyway, I'm gonna have them mine the jade and we'll stockpile it in case another dragon decides to show up. The very basics of our kill box are in place, which leaves us just the rest of it to do. As long as we have the gun turrets, we are golden. So we're going to let them complete this bit and we'll add the traps in later. But for now, this storage room looks like a mess. And I would like to fix that a little bit. So for the last thing we do this episode, we are going to construct a few things. First of all, a few orbital trade beacons, and probably I will just... Do I want to leave that corner? This is not optimal. Not optimal at all. But we will build a few of those and add some power. Wow, that really is bad planning. But anyway, we'll add some power and subsurface conduit over here. Let them build that, and of course the other thing that we are going to need to do to have that functional is the comms console, which I will put here. I really need like a sterile room for this thing. I think the building we're going to put over here will be a lot of that. I'm still sending away visitors, even though I could probably keep them properly over here. I kind of just, you know, want that to... I forgot what I was gonna say. I just don't want them messing with my pawns right now. Yeah, we're eating raw food for some reason. I think Sage is not cooking properly. Needs material, can't cook. There's tomatoes. Wait a minute. Oh, right. So the problem with, you know, having modded foods is that things don't automatically accept the foods that you set up, especially things that were put in before the mod was. So now Sage should be able to make some good meals. Over here this I think only accepts corn, so this hasn't been all that functional. But now we have a comms console, which means that we are going to have the opportunity to have traders come in and buy our stuff, and we will be able to sell stuff as well. So that will be perfect for when we start, you know, to get some dragons up in here. But for now, our things are these traps that we need to do. So let's grab security and some steel traps. We want traps wherever we have the red spot, and that is because if traps are there, let's remove the playing visibility, pawns can rearm the traps and build them without being in their way. They will stand in these doorways and they will build here and there. They can go through here to repair these sandbags, so I'm not too worried. They can also go out through the other spaces to repair the walls, which kind of leads me to the point that I don't really have an exit out this way, so I'm going to add a granite door over here. Not that it will matter much. Right now over here we have this exit, so I won't add another one on that side quite just yet, but the idea is that raiders and stuff will go through these, and since this is a direct path to my pawns that will be here, this will be expanded in the future of course, but since this is a direct path, they will come through here, they will get softened up by the traps, and eventually they will just try and stand here, which they can't, so they can't have shelter from here, so they will filter out, get murdered by gun turrets and colonists, and raids will be easier. But that is all the time I have for today. Apologies that it is a shorter episode than usual. It has been kind of hard for me to record things, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, like this video if you liked it, and until next time, remember that here there be dragons. Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk, and if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.